Hey guys, welcome back. So today I am decluttering out my nail polish collection. Now, I do have quite a few nail polishes and I definitely don't wear this many of them, so I've kind of got them separated out by brand / this is all like nail care. Now here's the thing. I have really, for lack of a better term, I have really shitty nails. I was a chronic nail biter as a kid, due to reasons, but I struggle to grow my nails and they don't grow properly, so I have a lot of nail care stuff, and this is probably where most of this declutter is about to happen. But I also want to go through some of my nail colors, see if any of them are similar colors that I can get rid of. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with kind of the ones where there's the least amount of nail polishes, moving on to the ones with a ton, and then finishing with nail care. And the goal is to fit it all into this box. This is the very small acrylic organizer from the Container Store. And actually this one's cracked, so probably should switch this out with a makeup one. But in here I already have like my cuticle care, blocks, different types of nail files in here, so that's already set. So let's go ahead and start clearing out some nail polishes. So right off the bat, I have a China glaze nail polish. This is so separated, it's kind of disgusting. I don't know how well you guys can see that there, but it's kind of how it looks green in here. It's separated, and I can't even shake it back. And to be honest, that green isn't moving, so I'm just gonna go ahead and toss this. This was the shade Below Deck. I have two shades by Sinful Colors. This first one, which is a glitter. To be honest, I don't really ever wear this one. It's really pretty. It's like a light blue and silver glitter. This is the shade Ice Dream, but I've had this for years, so I'm gonna go ahead and toss it. I feel like I have a shade, this is the shade Midnight Blue, again by Sinful Colors. I feel like I have something like this in the OPI, so I'm gonna set this off to the side and double check, but I might keep this if it's the only one I have, because I do like this shade of blue. This Butter London nail polish in Broody, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of. I used to have a whole bunch of the Butter London nail polishes, but they're just not my favorite, so I'm gonna go ahead and toss. Oh, these are Formula X, which you can buy at Sephora. These were some of the limited edition nail polishes. I got these when I worked at Sephora, so these were gratis. The first one was the Amy Song from Song of Style, and this was the shade Nude for You. As you can see, this is disgustingly separated. I'm just gonna go ahead and toss it. The other one is this Ashley Graham, I think, the model. I don't remember who did this, but it's Cupcakes and Cashmere, and this is the shade Haute Sauce, so Haute sauce. Again, got it when I worked at Sephora. It's been over 4 years, getting rid of it. Okay, on to Essie. I want to save these for the end, or towards the end. So Essie, I've got quite a few nail polishes here, and there's definitely kind of a theme with these. So right off the bat, I'm getting rid of this one. This is the shade, I keep saying shade. This is the color A Cut Above. This is kind of like giant glitter flecks. Again, I just don't reach for it, and I'm not a big pink person, so getting rid of that. Same goes for the shade Guilty Pleasures. I mean, I'll wear occasionally one bright pink, and to be honest, I'd rather hold on to this one from Nails Inc. instead of the Essie one, so getting rid of this. Ooh, Chin Chili. I love this shade, actually. It's one of my go-to fall shades. And now that my nails are starting to grow back, I had a couple of incidents in the past weeks. I'll probably be painting them soon. And this will be a great shade to have transitioning into fall. This one is the shade Coconut Grove. I'm going to hold on to this for a second because I have a couple of whites within my OPIs that I want to compare this to. This is my only shade, and this is actually a glitter that I love wearing. This is the shade Beyond Cozy. It's kind of like a warm green gold glitter color, and it's amazing. This blue is completely different than this blue, so I'm keeping this one. This is the shade Blossom Dandy. Really nice pale like robin's egg blue. And then these are two of my favorite nude-ish nail polishes. This is the shade Spin the Bottle, which is kind of like a darker nude. And then I have Go Go Geisha, which is kind of like a purpley pink tinged nude. So of the Essies, keeping 5, getting rid of 2, and 1 pending. On to Nails Inc. I am probably keeping all of these because I love them. Let me just lay out the colors for you guys. I don't have the names on these anymore, unfortunately. I'm sorry. But the ones that I do have, I'll let you know what they are. But I think I'm going to keep all of these because I do really love these. So the first one here is St. James. Nice classic red. And actually, I don't have a lot of red nail polishes anymore. This is the neon pink that I'm keeping. This is the shade Berkeley Street. This one, unfortunately, I do not have the name on it anymore, so I cannot tell you what shade this is. It's like a nice bright orangey red. Then we have Queen's Gardens, which is a nice aqua. Followed by, I'm going to pronounce this wrong, something Muse. I can't read the other word. Something Muse. And this is like a deep hunter green. Again, great shade for fall. Then I have, I think that says Richmond Park Garden. I think I wrote on these because the backs of them got ripped off for some of them. But I think this here on the side that I wrote says Richmond Park Garden. Again, a dark navy blue, like it. This is kind of similar to this, but one's matte and one's shiny. So keeping this, I'm going to hold. I think there's no PI it matches this. And then the last two I have, the first one, this one has no shade written on it anymore. It's all rubbed off, but it's like a lighter version of Chinchilli by Essie. And then this one is, I believe, called Mayfair Lane. This is honestly my go-to nude shade. 50% of the time when I'm wearing a nude nail polish, this is the one I'm wearing, and I love this one. Keeping it. I have no idea where you can buy Nails Inc. I know I bought those from Sephora, I think, because Sephora for a while carried it. So I have to figure out where to buy them because I might look into more colors from them. Okay, these 3 minis from OPI. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and toss these. I do not know the shades of them. I know these, they're all from different collections, but they're minis. I just don't reach for the minis. The polish brushes aren't big enough. So getting rid of those. And then that leaves me with quite a few colors. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and kind of slide these a little bit. There we go. Because I want to kind of separate them out by color. So you got orangey peach, glitter, nude, purple, blue. We'll make that blue and green. That's orangish. Red and purple. Oh, this is the one that I thought matched it from OPI. So this is OPI Russian Navy. This is actually more purple, so I'm going to keep both of these. This is the glitter I usually go to. If it's not the other one by Essie, it's this one. This is the shade Celestial. CE-less-TIAL. Love this. Keeping it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to get rid of the Russian Navy one. The more I think about it, I don't know the last time I've worn this. And usually if I'm wearing a purple, it's a lighter purple. So I'm just going to go ahead and toss this. But in the meantime, I will go ahead and keep this one. This is the shade You're Such a Budapest. And I just went to Budapest, so I just got this like back in the spring. So keeping it. This one, which is kind of like a bright purpley pink, is called Spare Me a French Quarter. I think this is from the New Orleans collection that they did a year or two ago. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this. This dark red, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this because if I'm going to wear a red, I prefer it to be more of a brighter red than the dark. it looks better on my really pale skin. So this is the shade Chick Flick Cherry. I'm just gonna go ahead and toss. We're on to blues and greens. I am going to get rid of this one. This is the shade, this color's Making Waves, and this kind of fluctuates between green and blue and purple and a little bit of gold as well, but I just don't wear these shifty colors. I usually prefer mattes. So going ahead and getting rid of that, but I will keep both of these. This is actually, I think, let me see, what's the shade? This one's called Alpaca My Bags. So like alpaca the animal in South America. And then this is the shade Susie, the First Lady in Nails. This is like a khaki hunter green. It's a little bit different from, let me grab the one by Nails Inc. It's a little bit lighter and a little bit more khaki tone than just true green. So keeping these both. And I literally don't have a color like this, and it looks like fall in a bottle to me. So keeping it. These. I am going to keep, this one's the shade Worth a Pretty Penne, which is pretty, and I usually do this for more like nice events when I don't want glitter, but I don't want matte. This is kind of a nice one to have, but I honestly am not the biggest fan of the color, so I'm gonna put it over to the side and reassess once I'm done with the last few shades. This one's the shade Freedom of Peach. Love this. This one is actually, I was looking for the longest time for a burnt orange, and then they released this collection and I lost my mind. This is the shade It's a Piazza Cake. This is the Venice collection, and I loved this. I love this so much, and it's one of my favorite oranges that I've got, so I'm keeping it. And then I like having just a standard brown in my nail collection always, just because it's easy, go-to look. This is the shade Inside the Isabelle Tway. Inside the Isabelle Tway. Beltway, DC. Get it? Okay. Now for nudes. I have a lot of nudes. Let me think for a second. So I have the shade Alpine Snow. Okay, so Alpine Snow, which is the one that matches the Essie. Let me take a look. Then I have I Cannoli Wear OPI. This one's more gray toned, and I love this, so it's staying. Lisbon Once More OPI. Love this. It's a very pale pink, actually, but it is white nude. Let Me Buy You a Drink. This is really pretty, and it's actually just a hint of pearl. Love this shade. Then I have Be There in a Prosecco. And this is my other, if I'm not wearing that other one by Nails Inc., I'm wearing this nude, so staying. I'm actually going to get rid of both of these. I just don't wear true white nail polish, and I don't really do nail art on myself. So both of these are going, so this was Coconut Cove by Essie and Alpine Snow by OPI. And then I am going to go ahead and toss the OPI Worth a Pretty Penne. Great. So nail polish colors, I'm getting rid of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I'm getting rid of 16 and keeping 8. And keeping 26. So, you know, 16 plus 28 is 44. So 28 divided by 44 is, I'm keeping 63%, so I cut almost that in half. That's pretty good. So now let's go ahead and clean out these. Some of these are just running low, or I just don't use them. So let's go ahead. I'm going to separate out by cuticle care, base coats, and top coats. Oh, that's actually a nail polish. Okay, this is actually a nail polish. I'm going to go ahead and toss it. This is by Butter London. It's the shade Green Fairy. It's going to get thrown out. I have 4 cuticle cares. What I'm actually going to do, I'm going to get rid of both of these because I just don't use them. They're both by Deco Miami? Yeah, Deco Miami Cosmetics. And this is their cuticle oil in lavender and lemon blossom. Just going to toss them both. I don't use them. And then I don't need this cuticle melter because I usually use the Sally Hansen one, so I'm just going to go ahead and toss this one by Butter London. And I will hold on to the Nail Tech. This is the one that comes in their system. This is the Renew Cuticle Oil. This is usually what I'm using. For base coats, I have 2 here. Thought I had more. This first one is the Nails Inc Superfood Base Coat. Love this. And then this one's my Peel Off Base Coat, which I don't know the brand. Yeah, I do not know the brand. Let me see. Peel Off Base Coat. Peel here. That's not helpful. Yeah, I don't know who actually made this. It just says FP on the top of it. Someone gave this to me as part of like a spa kit. So I'm going to keep both of these. So I have one peel off, one non. Cuticle fillers. I'm going to go ahead and toss this one, which is by Dermalect Cosmeceuticals. That's an odd name. This is their makeover peptide infused concealer and treatment anti-aging ridge filler. I do have problems with my ridges, but to be honest, they're so deep set at this point, I'm just letting them try and heal themselves. I'm going to toss it. I do use this Sally Hansen nail strengthener. However, this one is very, very old, and I haven't been using it since I switched to the Nail Tech. So I'm going to go ahead and toss that. And then this is the other part of the Nail Tech system that goes with the cuticle oil. I don't know if it's Nail Tech or Nail Teak, but this is the Step 2 Ridge Filler and the Step 1 Strengthener. I mean, they're both technically Step 2, but this system is designed for soft and peeling nails, which is my nails. Then we've got top coats. Okay, I've never used this one, so let's toss it. This is the Odessa New York Organic Infused Nail Treatment Essentials. This is their Ultra Suede Matte Top Coat. Don't use. The Seche Vite Top Coat I am keeping. There's a reason why it's a favorite. I'm going to go ahead and toss both of these minis. I don't need 2 of them. Then we have the China Glaze Fast Forward Top Coat. I'm going to go ahead and toss since I now have the Seche Vite. And then I have the Nails Inc Gel Effect Top Coat. Keeping that. And the Top Coat Kensington Caviar from Nails Inc. This is almost empty and it's really hard to reach the bottom, so I'm just going to go ahead and toss it. Okay, so now let's go ahead and organize this. Ta-da! All set. So we've got all my nail care on one side and all of the nail polishes on the other. Awesome. So that is it for this declutter, guys. So I'm keeping 33, and originally altogether I had 60. So that is literally almost 50%. I'm down to 55%. Keeping 33, getting rid of 27, I'm pretty happy with that. 5 off. If I really wanted to, I probably could cull this a little bit more if I'm getting really specific, but these are truly my favorites, the ones that I'm using, so I'm glad to be at that point. So that is it for this declutter. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!